Hi. Let's hold this up a little longer. There you go. All right. Welcome to Something to Talk About. I am Taco, and I'm here to talk about a Song of Ice and Fire characters in my Song of Ice and Fire lore series. And I've been covering a bunch. I just covered a guy from the wall, so now we're going to cover somebody from north of the wall. I hang out north a lot. I am from the north states, North Dakota, but you know, anyways, yeah, let's get into it. I'm Taco. I do these all in one big long take. I do have these cards to kind of keep me on track, and I cover characters that are not POV characters that don't make it in the show as characters from George R. R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire series that in the whole lore that are a little smaller, and sometimes they have a lot to offer even though they're really little characters. And man, this is going to be nothing but like theory stuff with this character. There's a lot going on with this character. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about Rowan the Spearwife. Yes. So if you've not read all the books, or if you're reading the books, this is a character who comes in way towards the end of A Dance with Dragons. This is definitely some end of the current, and I know there's 2 books left, whenever they're going to come out. If you're watching this from the future and Winds of Winter came out, cool. And at least it happened. All right, let's get into it. The Spearwife. Rowan is a Spearwife of the Free Folk. Rowan is tall and skinny, too lean and leathery to be called pretty. She has long legs and red-brown hair. A Spearwife is a Free Folk woman who's also a warrior. Yeah, there we go. She's slightly kissed by fire. I mean, that's kind of it. We don't know too much about her past, which we'll get into, but yeah, so she's a warrior lady of the Free Folk. Who are the Free Folk? Well, the Free Folk. The Free Folk are a race of people who live beyond the wall in northern Westeros. They are completely or commonly referred to as wildlings everywhere in the south. Free folk are split into countless cultures, tribes, villages, and raiding parties. Some reasonably cultured, and other are savage and hostile. Yeah, they can be pretty messed up if you've if you've seen my the Weeper video. That this isn't my third free folk I'm covering, because I covered the Weeper and I covered Sigorn of Fen. And yeah, now let's talk about like it shows the cultures, right? Because Sigorn of Fen is rather civilized, and then the Weeper is a psychopath. Rowan's neither. She's in the middle. She's not a psychopath. All right. Moving on. So this is, like I said, pretty far down the line when we finally meet her. We meet her pretty late in Dance of Dragons. So yeah. The death of Mance. All right. After Stannis saves the Watch during the battle at the Wall, Mance is taken hostage and burned alive. But the twist is, it's actually Rattleshirt, and Melisandre keeps him alive. She's saving Mance, but she makes him look like Rattleshirt, aka Lord of Bones, and she really burned him instead. She uses magical glamour to make Lord of Bony Bones look like Mance, and vice versa. So, yeah, there. I just spoiled the big old twist. Did I warn you guys that there would be spoilers? I did say that it takes place later on. Spoilers. All right. So what does this have to do with Rowan? A rescue mission. Rowan accompanies Mance, Raider, and 5 other Spearwives to Winterfell on a mission to free Arya, who's actually Jane Poole. So, yeah, when they find out that Arya Stark is down there, Melisandre hatches a scheme to send Mance, who is pretending to be a singer named Abel, and then all these Spearwives to go get her. Who is wed to Ramsay Bolton, so fake Arya is wed to Ramsay Bolton. Mance disguises himself as Abel, a singer, and the 6 Spearwives pretend to be his mother, wife, 2 daughters, and 2 sisters, who perform with instruments with him. You know, they play music. Abel and the Spearwives play at the wedding feast. Rowan is the first of the washerwomen to contact Theon about how he took Winterfell. So she kind of grills him on it. I think they're trying to kind of find out what really happened with Bran and Rickon, but also I think they might be trying to figure out, hey, how do we take Winterfell easily? We'll get into why she cares so much. But yeah, murders in Winterfell. So I'm gonna not cover Hooded Man here, but I will just talk slightly about the murders of Winterfell. That's not what this video is. This video is just me telling you guys about Rowan and then a possible theory about her. But she's roped into the Hooded Man stuff and the murders at Winterfell stuff. So I'm going to just slightly cover those, then tell you my opinion on them. But if you're looking for a video that breaks those down, go watch All Shift X, right? Like, he's got a great video. Go watch that. That's not what this is. This is me just talking about Rowan. After several men, including Rogar Risewell's groom, Annie's Frey's squire, a flint crossbowman, and Yellow Dick are found dead at Winterfell, Theon disbelieves the Spearwife's claim of innocence. Rowan explains that Yellow Dick stank and was a pig of a man, but denies responsibility for the murder of Little Walder Frey. So she doesn't really, like, they're like, we didn't do it, but she's like, but Yellow Dick deserved to die. So yeah, but then she flips, but we didn't kill Little Walder Frey. This is a big mystery, and fans like to speculate. I am in the camp that Big Walder killed Little Walder. I do kind of think that. And that's, however you think that murder goes down, I do think that ambitious Big Walder, who's actually the small one, killed Little Walder, who's actually the big one. But I do think that that the Spearwives killed the Risewell, the Frey, and Yellow Dick. I don't think the Flint guy was found in the stable, and he wasn't like kind of cut up like Yellow Dick's like manhood's like chopped off. Like, they're all pretty like Jack the Ripper, but the Flint dude just got like is just dead in the stables, so he might have just got kicked by a horse. And I think that he's just a random death. But the other guys, the Riswell and Yellow Dick and the Frey Squire, they're all tied into the Frey's side, right? Bolton's side. I do think that maybe that's why the Spearwives are killing them. I think they're killing them specifically to kind of get conflict between the Manderley men in Winterfell and the Frey men in Winterfell. Because right now, the Boltons are stuck inside Winterfell with Stannis about to attack, and the two main sides are the Manderleys and the Freys, and they're kind of butting heads. It would be a reason why Mance is like, all right, start killing these guys and see if they start fighting. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know. We don't know. It's not confirmed, but here's something we know. All right. Escaping Winterfell, the Spearwives enlist the help of a reluctant and fearful Theon in freeing Jane. During the fight between the Freys and the Manderleys, they make their move. So the fight between the Freys and Manderleys is after Big Walder dies and Little Walder comes in, and he's like, "Hey, murder!" And everyone kind of all hell breaks loose, and a bunch of Wyman Manderley's chins get slit, and then Roose is like, "Get out of here, guys! You guys go fight Stannis! Get out!" And that's kind of a big commotion that these guys make their moves to try to free fake Arya. So the 6 Spearwives disguised as maids and accompanied by Theon walk into Jane's room under the pretext of bringing her hot water so Jane can have a bath. As they fight their way out of the castle, I'm not going to talk about how the horrible scene when they find Jane and how messed up she is. It's heartbreaking and it's absolutely awful. So, yeah, if you think what happens with Sansa with Ramsay in the show is hard to watch, this is hard to read. guys, it's pretty wretched. But yeah, so I'm just moving past that. Rowan and the other Spearwives, all right, sorry, as they fight their way out of the castle, Rowan and the other Spearwives are taken down one by the bolted men, mostly shot by arrows. But yeah, Rowan dies in this escape. Yeah. So according to oh yeah, and then of course Theon and Jane jump off the wall. According to the letter received by Jon Snow at Castle Black, Ramsay captured Mance and has him wearing a cloak made from the skins of the 6 women who accompanied. That's just pink letter hogwash. I don't really believe anything in the pink letter. I don't think it's written by Ramsay. I don't think there's any truth to it. I'm not really sure who I think wrote it, but I don't believe it. Like, sure, it might be Mance or Wyman or Lady Hornwood or Melisandre, whatever. I just don't think Ramsay wrote it. I don't know who wrote it. I'm not sure where I am on that theory. Man, this video just skates over so many theories. This isn't. I'm not a theory guy. Go watch the theory guys. President Jacobs probably can explain to you why the pink letter was written by Rhaegar or something. Oh, I love President Jacobs. All right. Who is she really? All right. So I moved past a lot of this stuff so I can cover it here. But yeah. So much of these books are about identity. Arya becoming no one, Sansa needing to pretend to be Elaine, Theon needing to remember that he is Reek and then remember that he is Theon. So we are trained to look for fake identities. Sometimes this is taken too far where everyone is a fake Targaryen or how Mance is Arthur Dane. I don't believe that one. Or something. But Rowan might actually have a hidden identity. Cool. Let's talk about it. Is she an Umber? Rowan really hates Theon for killing Bran and Rickon. She spits in his face and calls him Kinslayer, which is really specific. And it says that he needed to be punished for the killings. Like, she thinks that Theon becoming Reek wasn't punishment enough. Wow, that's hardcore. This is super weird because the Wildlings hate the Starks. Oh, right. Sorry. I skipped over. She thinks that he needs to be punished even further for the killings. She also refers to Ned Stark as Lord Eddard and says respectful words about him, saying that, like, the words of Lord Eddard Stark need to, like, are important. Like, so she kind of seems like a Ned, like, fangirl. Like she really respects Ned Stark. This is super weird because the Wildlings hate the Starks. So that's my first clue of, like, okay, maybe she has ties to the north, not north of the wall, but like a house in the north, right? So the only 2 people that call Theon a kinslayer are the Hooded Man, and I'm not covering the Hooded Man here. The Hooded Man is somebody that Theon runs into, and there's a huge theory about who the Hooded Man is, or if there even was a Hooded Man, whatever. Not covering that here. And Moore's Crow Food Umber, who lost his daughter 30 years ago when she was carried off by wildlings. Weird. This would explain if this is Moore's Crow Food Umber's daughter. This would explain why she hates Theon, respects Ned, and is possibly working with Moors, who finds Theon and Jane right outside the walls. So it kind of seems like Moors Umber is working closely with the Spearwives and Abel. And this could be why, right? So, sorry, I lost my thought. So Rowan, the Spearwife, might have been Moors Umber's daughter who was stolen by wildlings and is now trying to help. So she might have been raised in the north by a fierce like Stark follower, and that's why she's kind of very Starkian, right? Like, she loves Ned Stark and yeah, like, really wants vengeance of the killing of Rickon and Bran and things like that. So that's the only theory I really want to cover, and I think that's 100% true. I completely believe that Rowan is an Umber. So yeah, I'm not gonna touch Hooded Man or the Murders of Winterfell or other theories or Pink Letter, but I will agree with this. So yeah, there you guys go. Welcome. Thank you for watching my Rowan, the Spearwife, Rowan Umber video, and please click like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching all that stuff. Please, if you got a character who you think will fit, pitch them to me. But if I don't choose them, please don't get mad. But I have chosen people. I have. There's somebody who I've chosen a few of theirs that they've suggested, and I might do more of theirs. So thank you guys for watching, and yeah, go and save Jane Poole. Bye.